Hey, what's up guys, it's ISL180 here to bring you another video. Today, I wanted to go over all the criticisms Jax Films gave to SSSniperwolf. So, these two have been having beef on Twitter over what YouTube has originally said. So, YouTube said, where does SSniperwolf get video ideas? From fans? Here's what she had to say at the VidCon Annual 23 YouTube keynote. It's really important for me to engage with my audience. I get a lot of content ideas from them in the comments. It's important to grow and adapt as a creator. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised to see Jack get into beef with SSniperwolf, but looking at it through Jack's perspective, he made a lot of original content and put a lot of effort into his channel. He's been on the platform for such a long time, so it probably feels like a huge slap to the face when he looks at SSniperwolf and then she just like reacts to like whatever and almost does even better than him sometimes. So Jack's first point is to break it down to show you how she's stealing. So yes, SSniperwolf does react to TikToks on her channel. He went out of his way to go into one of the videos just to see all the content creators that were TikTokers on that one video. He asked each and every one of them if they had permission from SSniperwolf to even be in the video in the first place.
Now, some of you might be thinking, so what? Who cares? She's giving creators exposure. And hey, maybe she gets permission from the creators to feature their work. You already know the answer to that. We reached out to creators who've had their work featured in SSniperwolf's videos. And when we asked them if SSniperwolf and/or her team had contacted them about featuring their work, every creator said no, they were not contacted. Most of them were blindsided by the fact that SSniperwolf had been using their content, and some of them were pretty upset about it.
Then his second point was exposure. He uses an example from one of her recent videos.
Maybe creators get exposure from her videos, especially if you can see their usernames, right? Well, let's test that theory. At the very beginning of a recent video, SSniperwolf reacts to a viral TikTok, complete with her very insightful commentary.
Absolutely not.
And look, you can see the original uploader's username. Maybe they got a little bump, right? Well, when I looked up their account on TikTok, I found they had a decent number of followers, but that's probably due to their whale shark video going viral last year. Because if you look at their most recent TikToks, they're hardly getting any views at all.
To be honest, I don't really know how you could really blame her for that. Like, don't get me wrong, she's still profiting off of other people's content, but to expect people to go out of their way to go from YouTube all the way to TikTok, they have to like install a whole different app and everything just to find that one person to support them maybe. And to be honest, not a lot of people care that much. And then he brings up a point of how she watched someone who stole content from another person.
Believe it or not, it actually gets worse, because sometimes SSniperwolf steals from other content thieves. Here she is reacting to an Among Us cartoon made by Viral for You, and shocker, that's not the original creator. Because we found the original creator, it only has 1,600 views here on YouTube, but it went bonkers on TikTok when someone else freebooted it, and here's the original creator confirming that their work was indeed stolen. So for everyone claiming, well, at least SSniperwolf's not hurting anyone, she very much is.
This one's an interesting one because yes, she did watch something from someone that like stole the content, and yes, that person did hurt the original person. How SSniperwolf hurt that person is not really like 100% clear to me, because all that you could know, like she probably even just thought the person was the original person, just reacted to it, or she didn't even really care, she just watched whatever. I'm sure if she knew, giving a shout out would have been nice, but I'm gonna assume, at least giving her the benefit of the doubt, that she did not know. And then he goes into the segment of talking about her content.
But even if she did credit the creators and ask their permission to feature them, it still wouldn't make her content any better. Because, man, I cannot stress how nothing her commentary is.
Oh, what's that? A whole entire car just rolled into the neighbor's yard.
So SSniperwolf is basically like one of the basic short commentary channels. It's basically describing what's happening in the scene rather than giving criticism or commentary to it. But the difference is she does that on long form content instead of shorts. I like how he does debunk the claim of her trying to say that he's just some incel and that he only goes after women creators. I don't even know why she said that.
Is it because, as she suggested, that I'm sexist and only go after female reactors? Well, no, and you might want to delete that tweet since you love deleting tweets about me, but more on that later.
To be honest, a lot of the criticisms are true against Sniper Wolf. It's not that huge of a deal because she's not really like hurting anyone. She is like stealing in a sense. I don't know how it'd go with the law, but she is kind of stealing. She might just be able to make it by with the fair use thing because she could argue it's transformative because she like talks or whatever. I just find it wild that an OG content creator is going against one of the newer ones. You could argue Sniper Wolf's been around for a while, but not as long as Jack has. I think I'm just gonna wrap up the video here. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, Ace Howler 180 signing out.